7 things only die-hard Breaking fans know about the show. Though it started out as a rather small and overlooked show, Breaking Bad turned into a television obsession. Since its end, its reputation has only grown with incredible writing and so many Easter eggs for fans to discover when rewatching the show years later. But while casual viewers might think they know the show well, it's only the truly devoted Breaking Bad fans who know all the hidden secrets behind the saga of Walter White. From behind-the-scenes stories to cool overlooked facts, these are the things only die-hard Breaking Bad fans know. First, Saul's spin-off was foreshadowed in his first appearance. After being introduced in season 2 of Breaking Bad, Saul Goodman became one of the most memorable characters in the show. In fact, he became so beloved that he was given his own acclaimed spin-off with Better Call Saul. Amazingly, scenes for that show were planted in Saul's very first episode of Breaking Bad. After Walt and Jesse kinda had Saul to scare him, he mentioned Ignacio and Nacho in relation to some sort of treachery. This refers to an event that takes place in season 5 of Better Call Saul. Second, the infamous pizza toss was done in the one take. Though it's an incredibly intense show, there are also some very funny moments of Breaking Bad as well. One of the most iconic is when Walt tries to bring pizza home to smooth things over with Skyler, only to be turned down. In anger, he throws the pizza, sending it up on the house roof. Amazingly, the throw was done in one take by Bryan Cranston. An unfortunate result of the memorable scene is that tourists have regularly visited the house where the show was filmed and recreated the pizza throw. Third, Mike's character was a last-minute creation. Mike Ehrmantraut is another character who was introduced later in Breaking Bad and became a fan favorite. His first appearance was following Jane's death when he helped Jesse clean the scene, but he was not originally meant to be part of this scene at all. The original plan was for Saul to assist Jesse in the scene, but when Bob Odenkirk was unavailable, the character of Mike was created. He ended up working so well that he became Saul's fixer and regular character. Fourth, The Walking Dead played a role in Gus Fring's death. One of the most shocking and memorable moments in Breaking Bad was Gus Fring's death. The lead-up to the explosion was unbearably intense, and the gruesome reveal of the aftermath gave the villain an iconic exit from the show. Interestingly, it was another hit show that helped make this moment so iconic. Help of the Walking Dead's makeup artist to create the gory look of Gus Fring's face. Fifth, Bryan Cranston was deeply affected by Jane's death. A turning point for Walt's character was the death of Jane. Fearing her influence on Jesse, Walt lets Jane choke to death on her own vomit when he could have intervened and saved her. It's a shocking moment, one of that affected actor Bryan Cranston deeply. Cranston recalled that when he was shooting the scene, he had a moment in which he saw Jane as his own daughter in real life. When the scene ended, Cranston broke down and had to be comforted by other cast members. Sixth, Jesse and Walter Jr. never met. Despite Walt trying to keep his criminal life hidden from his family life, there were some inevitable moments when it spilled over. While Jesse was removed from aspects of Walt's life, he ended up interacting with all of the main cast members of some point, all except for Walter Jr. Despite both characters being a part of the show from the first episode and all the way to the last episode, the two never shared a single scene together. It would have been interesting to see as Walt saw Jesse as a son at times. Seventh, Walt wore his hat to protect his bald head. A big part of Walter White's transformation into the drug lord Heisenberg is tied to his hat. It became an iconic look for the character and showed his switch from family man to criminal, but the origins of the hat are surprisingly mundane. Instead of seeing the hat as necessary thing for Walt's change, it was added simply for comfort. After shaving his head for the role, Bryan Cranston complained about his head being cold and getting sunburned, so asked that his character be allowed to wear a hat. And they say yes. In legal trouble, Better Call Saul.